Hello, hello, and welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 996 in my garage. Temporarily, most of you will have guessed by now what is happening right now in this video, but today I want to talk you through a new 996 that I've just bought. Not any old 996, ladies and gentlemen. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the new car that is being given away with classic giveaways. My latest enterprise, and in fact we have just given away a 944 Turbo S. That video may well be on the channel already. We were actually just giving it away to a well-known face, believe it or not. He entered the competition and actually won it. Anyway, today we are talking through this 996 which we've just bought, myself and Samuel from UK Minis, that you've seen on the channel before, and he's going to be jumping in the car with me in a second. We've just bought this stunning green 996 Carrera 4 which we will be giving away. At the point this video goes live, the tickets will be live for this car, and what a car it is. Yes, this is a factory green colour. You've no idea how long it took to find a clean 996 in green. This is the only car that I would have accepted being given away. I absolutely insisted that we gave away a 996, and I absolutely insisted that we basically found one in PTS. So this particular example was very nice. We're going to go for a spin in a minute, and we're going to talk through all about this car, but it is of course a manual because we did not want to give away a Tiptronic one. So it's low miles, it's got full history, it is a minter. It was more mint earlier today, but it's just been driven from Caffeine and Machine. But it's a very, very nice example, and you could win this car for only a few quid. So we're going to go for a spin in a minute anyway, and we're going to talk all things 996. And we're going to talk through as well how on earth we ended up giving the last car away to a YouTuber, because some of you have been discussing that. So let's jump in then. I'm going to find Samuel, wherever he is. We're going to go for a little spin in the 996. Here we go then, 996 time. You've got the honour of driving it this time. I drove the 944. Also, I forgot to insure myself on this, which is nice planning. Well done, Tom. How is it then? It feels solid. There's no squeaks, no rattles, nothing like that. Do you know what? It feels exactly the same. It's got the same interior as my Carrera 4S. It's literally exactly the same in it.
I think the only difference between the Carrera 4 and the 4S is 20 brake horsepower.
Yeah, and a slightly different body kit. But I wish mine was green.
This is a banging colour.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Cruising along, what, 60 miles per hour.
So it's, how many brake horsepower?
300.
300, 6-speed, manual box, no dogleg nonsense, just a proper 6-speed Porsche manual box. Lovely stuff. How's it feel to drive?
Spot on. It's just literally 78,531 miles.
75,000 miles.
Feels tight. Holds the road. Sounds wicked. Goes like a little rocket.
They're good news, these things. They're so good. Again, another car. Do you know what? I'm going to be slightly less gutted about this one because I've already got a 996, but also I'm more excited for the owner because I know how good 996s actually are. Very, very good.
Well, I think, you know, we discussed in previous videos with the 944, I've always been a bit of a, you know, not a massive Porsche fan. The more time I'm spending in them, the more I want one.
Are you converted?
Yeah, the more I want one.
Chaos.
And you know, what's this, 22 years old.
Yeah,
there's not much.
It was actually you that found this because we went through so many cars, and you're quite new to Porsche, and you're kind of sending me a few bits and bobs, and there was a few kind of modified ones, a few dodgy ones. Yeah. And we finally chanced upon this one. You know, no privacy glass. A proper old boy has owned it. Yeah. You know, actually fastidiously looked after, because you know the 996s, they got cheap enough to the point where people stopped caring about them as much. So a lot of them did get modified. They did succumb to really bad maintenance. Same as some of the old 911s, and particularly the 912s as well. But this one, someone has actually looked after it, yeah, which is rare for these.
Yeah, full service history. I think it's Porsche up to about 58,000 miles or something, and then Porsche Specialist since.
Perfect.
MOT, straight through, no advisories. What else could you ask for, I guess?
Absolutely brilliant. So I'm really excited for the would-be winner of this. Tickets are now available as at the point this video goes out. They've actually been available for a little while because my timing's a little bit off. But should we put a code in for this video?
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll put a code on the screen. I don't know what it is at this point, but I'll put a code on the screen. If you use it, you'll get money off. There'll be some sort of special offer available to people that watch this video only, which is fun. There we go then. So fingers crossed. Good luck with this. Hopefully, I was going to say hopefully one of you wins it, but one of you is going to win it.
Somebody's definitely
we can't keep on to it forever. But hopefully this time it won't be a YouTuber, because some of you will remember the 944 was won by a YouTuber. We actually got quite a lot of comments, people saying, oh, it's a fix.
Yeah.
Believe you me, if I was going to funnel this off to someone that didn't actually win it and I could fix it, I wouldn't give it to someone that would have the car on their channel indefinitely, and someone that, well, you can try and bribe him. He's pretty much unbribable, that bloke. He's probably the most legit guy on YouTube. I didn't even know he'd entered.
No.
We had to ring him off your phone actually, because I didn't even have his number.
Yeah.
We'd spoken via DM and I've seen him on press trips, but James and I, you know, we're not friends. We don't have beef, but we're not like pals. So it's worked out well though. It's good press for us. Like,
yeah,
I can't say I'm not happy with the result. Like, you know, it's great. You know, someone with a big audience winning a car from our startup.
And ultimately as well, he's a proper car nut, and
yeah,
that car means something to him, because he'll tell, I'm sure he'll explain it on his video, but when we rang him and spoke to him afterwards, when we realised who he was, you know, he explained that he worked for Porsche 10 years ago, and one of these had come in as a part exchange, and he just fell in love with it. The 944 had come in, so it means something to him.
And he seems to think it's probably the first Turbo S that Porsche made.
Oh wow!
It's badged the Turbo, but it's actually on all the documents it's a Turbo S.
Wow!
So we think it might be the first Turbo S they made, because it predates the 993 Turbo S, which I believe was the first 911 Turbo S. So it's a cool car. It's a really cool car, and you know, market value on that car, he's probably just won what, a 40 grand car?
Yep, I'd say so. Somewhere between 30 and 40. There was one other for sale when we brought that one, and it went live, that was 39,995. So, you know.
So he's done well there. He's done well, old Jay. But
for 100 quid.
He bought 5 tickets.
He bought 15 tickets in total.
15 in total.
Yeah.
I think he bought 5 to begin with, or 10 to begin with, and then when there was a last minute rush at the end, he bought some more, but it was his original tickets that won it.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
It's cool. For 100 quid, he's basically got 40 grand classic Porsche.
Mad. It'd be good to see what he does with it. If he keeps it, sells it, you know.
I think he'll hold on to that and look after that, because he likes old cars, and he's one of these guys that if something goes wrong with it, he will fiddle with it and sort it out.
Yeah.
But this, I would dare say, is going to be a bit more reliable than that car. It's going to be a bit more solid.
Yeah.
It's obviously a lot newer. So the person that wins this car, you're not really going to have to do much with it at all over the next few years. I mean, just normal servicing, normal stuff. But these go around the clock twice. They're great.
And you know, they're not. These earlier Porsches aren't ridiculously, you know, expensive to maintain.
No, they're really not. They're not really at all.
And I think, especially when you get a good one that's got a good history and things. I've looked into it, obviously, service costs and so on and so forth.
Yep.
It's just like a modern car, you know, it's no different. This is what I'd call a modern classic, and these are going like this at the moment, you know.
Same steering wheel as the Carrera GT. This is Carrera GT era. This is the era of the first Cayenne, and actually the profits from the Cayenne actually funded the Carrera GT program, built in the same place. So this is a really cool era for Porsche. The GT1 era in Le Mans.
See, they changed from air-cooled to water-cooled as well.
It's good. I don't need to bang the 996 drum. My audience like 996s, and a green one particularly. So good luck anyway. Fingers crossed for you, and I'll be meeting one of you very soon out in the Cotswolds at a famous location, which we are not mentioning because we're just not going to mention the location, its name, because they're not getting any publicity.
Yeah, move on.
We'll be meeting one of you very soon with this car. All the best, guys. Stay tuned, blah, 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 and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!
Bye, guys.